away.
Quite literally. Will Tidwell, a younger gentleman.
I wish I didn't have this big heart. People just do nothing but hurt me. Anybody can dream the dream. Anybody can have a goal, but see.
You're gonna be a neighborhood hero. You just keep shining, young king.
This is the part where you're gonna have a real conversation though. When you hear this word purpose, what does that mean? What does purpose mean?
Like what you have to do.
Reason you here. What did you say? You said the same thing, basically. What did you say?
It's like what you have to do.
What you have to do. What else? You guys got another definition? Go ahead.
What gives life meaning?
What gives life meaning? That's good. Y'all are impressive. That's good. Anybody want to give me one more? Anybody want to give me one more? What gives life meaning? What you were put here to do, right? Let me give y'all my definition with a little visual. I can't draw, so don't talk. Who can draw? Anybody can draw? Paul draw? Can you draw, bro? Don't come up here. Act crazy. All right, sit down. Sit down.
For real, I
You finna do it, act crazy.
Oh, God.
Pull up.
Let me show y'all my definition. You finna show me yourself now?
Put it up.
I'm out of part, you can come up here for real.
I'm in the haters.
I'm out of part, you can come up here for real. So let me give y'all my definition of purpose. Let me give y'all my definition. When y'all was born, right? 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, whatever. Probably later than that, I'm tripping. Y'all saw 2000, I'm tripping. I'm showing my age, my bad. I'm showing my age. Y'all 2008, baby. Y'all looking at me like, I am not that old. When y'all was born, man, that was something that this world needed, right? That was something if y'all talk about my earth, I'm on your head. It was something the world needed. And y'all like, Z, what you mean by that when you say it was something the world needed? So, in other words, I speak for a living, right? I give to my community, right? I'm a philanthropist, right? I do all of these things. My gifts were needed in this world because of the people that I'm impacting that may never even be. And the world said, like, we need something that only you have to give. Nobody else. But like, what is that one thing in life that everybody really wants? Like, everybody wants to be what? No, what's successful, right? But when we hear that word successful, what do we think success means? What does success look like? Give me some words that come to mind, or like things we think of when we hear success. You said like 3 of them. Fame. What else? Money. Wealth. What else? Give me a couple more. What else we think of? No, for real. We think about body count, ladies, men. Like, let's be real. We having a real conversation here. I'm not one of them typical people that's gonna make it all flowery. We having a real conversation. We think about opposite sex. What else we think about? Give me a couple more. Success. What does success look like in our world? What else are we thinking? Rich. Okay, we said money, but rich. What else? Let me ask y'all this. If that's what we equate to success, and that's what we think success is, then why are there so many people in our world that have all of these things and more, but they still unhappy? Why is that? Because you think that's what life is about. We think, what did you say? Who said that earlier? It gives life what? It gives life meaning. And a lot of us think that's what life means. Until we get all those things and then we realize, I'm still unhappy. I'm still depressed. Why y'all think so many people, they got a bag, they got the baddest woman or man or whatever the case may be, and they still killing themselves. They still depressed and having all these different emotions. Because they got everything, but they still ain't really got nothing. They don't want. Absolutely. But you know what real success is? It's understanding first, you know what? I have a reason for being here. Something that only I can give the world. That's the first step, is believing that. But once you believe that, real success is this. From the time I was born to how close did I get to what I was supposed to give to the world. So from the time you was a baby to the time you're in your casket, close did you get to giving the thing you were supposed to give to the world? How close did you get? Did you leave it to the world before you left? That's real success. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't have money or don't have cars or don't have a good life. I mean, who don't want that? Right? You want to have a good life and enjoy life. But did you get closer to your whole reason for being here while you was doing that? Did you use the thing, this money and all these things you had to give back to your people, to take care of your community? What really matters? Well, let me ask y'all this. What stops and slows people down from the time they born to the time they leave this world from actually getting to that? What slows us down the most? Say, who said that? Challenges, adversity. What else? It's a particular word I'm looking for. The what you make. What's up? Who said that? Choices you make. And because sometimes I think what we do is we get so focused on the now, right? I'm 15, I'm 16, I'm young, I'm strong, I'm an athlete, I got all the girls, I got all the dudes, whatever. We so focused on now. We ain't even thinking about later. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. So I was speaking at East End. This is before East End moved to Eula. So this is when it was still all downtown. At the high school was still downtown. So I'm speaking, this is before the pandemic. We were talking about, yes.
I've been there.
You used to go there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So this is before the pandemic, right? So y'all might still be in middle school or early in high school. And so I'm doing my thing, right? I'm speaking, I'm going crazy. I'm sweating. I got the whole crowd like glued to me. And I'm talking about this particular subject where I'm talking about, something we keep as people, right? How these people y'all claim that's y'all friends and y'all homies and y'all best friends and day ones and all these things, a lot of times we're loyal to those people and we go to bat for these people and we give our last to these people. But when you need it, are they there? Right? When it really come down to it, are they there when you need them the most? Are they there for you the way you are there for them? Do they reciprocate the value that you give to them? Hardly ever. And usually when you do have somebody like that, because with anything rare, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to what? Cherish it. And so if you do got a good person in your life that does do those things for you, man, cherish them with everything they need. But a lot of us don't get that luxury of having somebody like that. And I was talking about that, bro. There was this one kid. He was on the front row sitting like that with my guy sitting. He just staring me down, about to cry, because I'm saying everything that's hitting on him. I guess he really feeling what I'm telling him. Feel me? So he listening to me. I finished. He talking to me, crying, sitting on my shoulder, just crying, talking to me, telling me, what's going on. Woo. I leave. I go speak at Pulaski County Youth Services in jail, right, where the same kids his age are, doing my thing there. Hour go by, do my thing, I leave. So when you walk out, say this the exit. I walk out, you can see all of the jail cells where the kids are going back to. There's windows, you can see it. But it's a holding cell where like new kids that just came in would sit till they got, perked and registered in the system. I looked to my right. Now I noticed him. He's light-skinned, light-skinned dude. You see them from far away. Light-skinned, that's chocolate bird. Anyway, so I look and I see him. I said, this can't be who I think it is. He look up. I said, never. I just talked to you. Literally just saw you. What are you doing here? And on Friday, he went to jail on a Friday. So what happened? You go to jail on a Friday, you ain't get out until at least Monday. You gotta stay the whole weekend. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. All right. So I said, guard, man, let me go in there and holler at him. Let me just talk. I know I can't save him or nothing. Let me just go talk to him and see what happens. Just so he have somebody, a familiar face. So I go in there. I walk in the room, man. I walk in there like in disbelief. And I'm like, bro, what happened? He just broke down. So he started telling me a story about how he had school that same day, earlier that day. And he still don't know if I know this or not, but it's like a zero tolerance for like violence, anything, like you'll get expelled or worse. Like you fight, it ain't no suspend, they come back. You expelled. Can't come back. Ever. So imagine what happened when they found out what I'm gonna tell y'all. So he go in the bathroom with his homeboy. Homeboy, you know how it is. So when you're trying to fit in, you're trying to show off what you got, so he pull out a gun. Showing him a gun. Hey, he's still downtown, middle of the day. Showing it to him, showing it off, bragging, whatever. Asks my little guy I'm talking about to hold it for him in his backpack. And y'all know how it is in high school. Rumors go around. They start getting around that little Javion got so-and-so in his backpack. Some girls think it's cute and think it's sexy because he hood. And some people hating. But somehow we get back to the coach. So now the coach got an obligation to go tell the principal, right? Here come the principal, here come the security, here come all these people, 4, 5 people deep to the classroom, banging on the door. I'll tell you, come out, please. Talk to you. Can I have your backpack? He already know what time it is. So now, I don't know if y'all ever been to East End. You said you have, so you know on the second floor, all these windows. Well, I don't know if you've been in the main one before they moved to high school, but it's a whole lot of big windows up on the second floor. So you can see everything going on in the lobby, anything, right? So imagine this little kid came to school that morning. He thought he was going to go home and enjoy his weekend. His whole weekend flipped instantly because of the people he was associated with. So now he got to walk out of here, all these people looking at him. He walked behind his back, head down, crying for something that he didn't need to do. All because of who he's associated himself with. And y'all know the worst part of that story? I don't tell y'all that because I think y'all gonna go to jail or y'all gonna make some type of drastic decisions. But the worst part of it all was not only the fact that he had to go to jail and he's still there today. And this, like I said, it was 2019, right? So he transferred now to the adult side. That wasn't even the worst part. But that day when I was talking to him, y'all, man, this dude had so many dope ideas, so many gifts, like so many things he said he wanted to do with his life he was telling me about. And I think the saddest part for me when I saw him in there was that now the world ain't never gonna get to hear them ideas. We'll never get to see how gifted he was. We don't know what he was gonna become, but now we'll never know. Y'all ever think about that? How many people had dope ideas and had dope gifts that we never even heard of because of the decisions they made that slowed them down from giving that gift to the world? Y'all ever thought about that? I ever thought about how many LeBrons there were before LeBron that we never even heard of because of the decision they made or because of where they grew up and what they decided to do? Y'all ever thought about that? Or how many Beyoncés there were that we had never even heard of because of the decisions they made? How many could-have-beens? It was a could-have-been. And we'll never get to see all the things he had to give to the world. We'll never know. And I think that's the part of it that scared me the most, more than anything. And like I said, I'm not telling y'all that because I think y'all gonna go make these type of drastic decisions and go do some of these similar things, but y'all are making some decisions that y'all so focused on it now, y'all not even worried about y'all dreams later. Because he was so focused on trying to fit in right now, and he was trying to be cool, and he was trying to be gangster, and he was trying to be seen, he was trying to be validated from these people that he ain't even gonna talk to when he graduates. When you graduate, you ain't gonna talk to half of these people. You have a few, your teammates, your closest, but you ain't gonna talk to half of these people you talk to now. You ain't gonna even see these people. You're gonna be trying to figure out your life. And I think a lot of us do the same thing. We try to go around here, we try to be validated by these people, we try to be seen by certain people, we try to be fitting in with these certain people, we try to be cool with certain people. And y'all so focused on now that you ain't even think about them dreams and them goals that you got later. And see, I'm not telling y'all this because I think y'all just gonna change overnight and y'all gonna become all mature overnight and figure it out overnight. I'm not telling y'all that. I know it's gonna take time for y'all to figure this out, figure life out, right? We still figuring it out. And we grown. And any adult that tell you they not, they lying. They lying. But just don't make your life harder than it need to be. Enjoy yourself, have fun, be a kid, go kick it, do those things. That's cool. But like, why can't you be a kid and have fun and kick it without making certain decisions that's gonna make your life harder later? Why not think about the dreams you said you got later right now so you don't even mess that up? Why not do that? You feel me? So let me ask y'all a question. How do y'all think the decisions that my man's made, how do y'all think that impacted his family from a mental standpoint? Mentally. His mom, his dad, his grandma, whatever, like the people that loved him the most. When they found that out, how do y'all think that impacted them? They felt responsible. They felt like they didn't do a good job with that man. Now they beating themselves up. Now they got depression. Now they sad. And they got to constantly wake up every day to reminder that I failed my son. That's taking a toll on them now. So now their relationships are suffering. They marriage suffering because they feel like they failed. You know how many people get divorced behind when they lose their kid or their kid making a decision so drastic that they feel like, I messed that up, I ruined that. We ruined that. How do you think it impacted them financially? How do you think it impacted them financially from this decision? When they found that out, how do you think it impacted them? Spending way more money. To try to figure out how to get him out, lawyers, bonds, fees, right? All these things, sending them stuff in his book. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not judging, I'm not talking about him, but I already knew he was a kid. He grew up where I grew up, so he didn't have a lot of money. So his mama already trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay the bills, how I'm gonna feed all his brothers and sisters, how I'm gonna do all of these things. Cause he had a single mom, he didn't have that. She already figuring that out. So now I gotta figure out how to pull out my savings and pull away from my rent money to help you with what you need. What about socially? How did that impact you think his family socially? Right? So now she at the grocery store, and here comes Miss Ernestine knows herself. Hey baby, I heard your son was in jail. What happened? So now she constantly being reminded of the decision that her son made and the mistake he made. Constantly, everywhere she go. And I know how it is, she go to church. All them old folks in the back. Yes, yeah, baby, that's the one his son went to jail. His son went to jail because he brought a gun to school. Just a hoodlum. That's why y'all don't like going to church now, because y'all feel like they too judgmental. Am I lying? Who here don't go to church? Raise your hand if you don't. We ain't talking about religion or nothing, but a lot of y'all avoid it because y'all feel like they judge. They close you out when they supposed to be bringing you closer. And so y'all like, Z, why are you asking me all these questions? Because I want y'all to understand the decisions you make don't just impact you. But see, sometimes we so focused on ourselves and being selfish and thinking it's all about us, and you don't even realize you hurt the people around you just as much as you hurt yourself. Absolutely.
I will say that what you're talking about is valid, but also a lot of people, a lot of parents specifically, they have an idea of what their child is going to be, and that idea isn't what's going to make their child happy. And if their child does something that makes them happy, and it's against the parents, they think they owe their child, but all they really did was let their child be happy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Who feels like that sometimes? Like they have to live up to this certain expectation that their parents set, and your dream and your goal and your passion might be something totally different. Who feels like that sometimes? Like you pressured to go to college, you pressured to go to this certain field or do this certain thing, and you like, I want to do something totally different with my life. That's a real thing. That's a great fact.
It shouldn't be our responsibility.
It shouldn't be. That's a great thing.
It's our responsibility to make us happy, not
Yeah, 100%. And I think the happy y'all will be is when you get closer to why you really was put here and doing the thing that does make you happy in your heart. That's what it's all about. So for a quick second, real quick. What do you feel like is your reason for being here? Do you know? Can y'all write that for a second? What are you passionate about? What is your purpose? What do you feel like you're going to give to the world? Do you know? And even if you're not sure, write down what you think it could be. Some of the things you know you're interested in, because I want you to understand what purpose also is. It's that thing you can't stop thinking about, right? It's that thing that you do so easily and so well, other people on the outside looking in think that, how do they do that? Right? Like somebody can come here right now and see how I'm speaking to y'all, how y'all so engaged with me. Most people come here, y'all bored, y'all ain't listening. But all y'all looking at me pretty much. Most people come in here and look at me and say, how is he doing it? How is he controlling his crowd like that? How is he, it looks so hard, but to me it's so easy. Because this is my purpose. This is what I was meant to do. So for y'all, what do y'all think that is for you? Is it drawing? Is it art? Is it sports? Is it makeup? Is it hair? Is it fashion? Is it gaming? Right? Is it giving back to your community? Like, what is it that makes you happy? What is that thing that you do with the least amount of effort that brings you the most joy? Me going crazy. I'm on the higher. Last part is about making a plan, right? Let's think about this school, for instance. right? When this school was built back in 1930 or 40, whatever it was, right? It was just a group of contractors, a group of construction workers, right? Whatever that was. And before they even put the bricks up and they put all that stuff, they built a, what do you call it? Blueprint foundation. And foundation means that they had a plan. That means that I'm going to follow this plan to the T, and if I do these things the way I'm supposed to do it, no matter what happens in life, this building going to be straight. So that means if a storm comes, it rains, the winds blow hard, the building's still standing. Through all the stuff we didn't deal with, right? Since y'all, we just seen all types of storms. It was raining, it's raining this weekend, but it's still here. Why? Because that's the proper foundation. And y'all, go ahead, dude. Good. And it's the same thing in life. The reason why I'm so big on y'all needing to have a plan and y'all gotta have a foundation for your life, it's the same thing. Because when them storms come in your life, when somebody come in your life and try to knock you off your pivot, you focus and you doing your thing and they try to come in and distract you. When things at home ain't going that good, your plan gonna be the thing to save your life. But see, this is the thing I need y'all to understand about having a plan. Just because you got the plan don't mean it's gonna be perfect. Right? Because most people, this is where disappointment come in that life. This is how people get disappointed. It's because they have this certain expectation of what life is supposed to be and what it's going to be and how it needs to look. I'm going to have this scholarship. I'm going to go to this school. I'm going to the league. I'm going to be a model. And then when it don't happen that way, now they depressed. Now they sad. Now they beating themselves up. Now they feel like a failure. What did I say earlier, Coach? I said the real test and character of a man is how you deal with the adversity. Are you still going to have a plan that's going to have you standing even after the storms do come in your life? So let's make our plan real quick. So based on that passion, that purpose you wrote just a second ago, I want you to ask yourself a real question. On this side, I want you to ask yourself, what am I doing well? What have I been doing well since the time I was born that's getting me closer to the reason I'm supposed to be here? What do you do well? Are you on time? Are you a hard worker? Are you respectful? Do you use your creativity? Do you think outside the box? Are you respectful? Like, list some of them key qualities that you know you have that is getting you closer. And if you're struggling with that, then we got some questions to answer. We got to figure out some things. So you shouldn't be struggling when you can't write nothing as to why you're getting closer to your goal. So real quick, 2-3 minutes, ask yourself, what am I doing well? What am I really doing that's solid and that's working, that's getting me close to this goal I claim I got? To this thing I said I want. Because the thing I learned, bro, everybody got a dream. Everybody claim they want something out of life. But everybody isn't willing to do the things they need to do to become that person. Right? Like when I was younger, I'll be real, I used to want to play ball. I used to want to play for some college. But I didn't take the 5 a.m. workout serious enough. I didn't want to stop eating certain things. So I claimed this was my dream and this is what I wanted, but I wasn't doing the things I needed to do in order to make that happen. I claim I want to be one of the best speakers in the world, but how can I say that if I'm not at home studying notes and writing new content and and trying to figure out how to be the best speaker? How am I going to say that if I'm not doing that? So I say that, but y'all saw my work ethic. I was up to 6 this morning and still woke up at 8 to come speak. Because this is something I really want. So what are you doing well that's getting you closer? Ask yourself, like, what are you doing good that you know is helping you and benefiting you? And again, if you're struggling there, you need to ask yourself, who am I around? What am I watching? What am I spending so much of my time on where I'm not getting closer? Like, are you on TikTok all day? Like, do you play the game all day? You always trying to be in some girl face and some boy face? The people you hang around, they always talking about dummy relevant stuff? They ain't never talking about nothing for real? Ask yourself that. Do the people I hang around with ever talking about anything beneficial? How we can go to college together, how we can figure out this scholarship, how we can figure out how to make some money this summer? Like, do they ever talk about anything of substance? Is it always about dumb stuff?
I wouldn't say that anything other than that.
No, but is it of substance? It's cool, again, for what I said earlier, it's cool to be a kid. Have fun. I'm not telling you not to do that. I'm not telling you not to.
Hey, what's up? This is Will Z Tidwell with SpeakUPZee.
And I just want to take a quick second just to thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of SpeakUPZee, the podcast. And my only goal with this platform is to motivate you, inspire you, and educate you around all things life, business, and mental health, whether it's myself or me bringing on a special guest. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We don't ask for any type of monetary gains or anything like that. The best thing you could do for us is just like and subscribe to the channel. Until next week, we'll see y'all later. Peace.